So much drama in the LBC. It's kinda hard being Snoop D-O double G, but I somehow, some way, hey, keep coming up with funky ass shit nearly every single day. And can I kick a little something for the G's and make a few friends as I breeze through? Don't you know it's 2 in the morning and the party's still jumping, 'cause my mama ain't home. Samson G-Track Pro. You guys hear this wonderful crispness coming from my voice into this microphone? This with the Z55s over here. This is the these are like studio headphones. It's like a recording studio right here, because this, it may look like some of the desktop mics that you've seen out there. I'm talking like the Yeti and the HyperX microphone that we use here in the office. But this is not like those. This is quite different. You have a 1/4-inch input on the back, and that's good for your guitars or other instruments, whatever line level inputs you want to plug into that. And that is a separate track. You can set this up to be mono, which it is right now, just the, mono with the Cardioid microphone in the front, or you can swip. You just swip it right over. That's the new word today.
Swip it, Spider-Man.
Just swip it over to 2-track, and then your different audio editing programs will recognize this as a couple different tracks. If you're someone who streams and you want to play your instruments and that sort of thing, you have separate controls on the back for all your different levels. We're talking like your volume for your gain for your just the microphone right here. You got the gain for the instrument, and then there's an overall volume level on the bottom. There's a mute button right here, and the mute button is very soft. It's unmuted now. Why do people like whisper when things are muted? Anyway, so the mute button is interesting. It just changes the LED, so you have to keep an eye on that. Another thing that's nice about the LED is the LED will blink when you're peaking, so you'll know, hey, I'm peaking. Pretty cool. All right, let's talk about the specs. And one thing I want to say before I get into that, this unit is really heavy. So, it's going to go on your desk. There's not a shock mount for this. So if you're banging on the desk and stuff, just speaker warning right now, I'm going to smack the desk once, all right? Maybe I'll do it again. Okay. So if you're, bumping into your desk or your keyboard, let's do a little keyboard stuff over here. You might hear the resonance through the desk. You'll probably want to use a microphone stand for this, but this is a very heavy microphone when you compare it to some of the other ones out there. We're talking 3.52 pounds, 1.6 kilograms for this unit. Now they've given us a mount, and the mount goes right there on the bottom, right around where the USB is. So you can mount this to a microphone stand, but you're going to need to make sure it's counterweighted or something, because this is going to be heavier than most mics out there on the market. If you're like doing something professional, you've got one of the big mics attached to the ceiling on a spring arm or something, no big deal. So this one differentiates itself from the regular G-Track in the sense that you have 24-bit, 96 kilohertz, and the different patterns here. Let's talk about that. So we have two 25mm condenser capsules in here, one in the front, one in the back, and you guys can run this in a figure-8 pattern, which is good for, talking to somebody across the desk. You can run it in Omni, have everybody around playing D&D, and it'll catch things from the sides as well as the front and the back. Always going to be probably better on the front and back. And then you can also just do your standard Cardioid, which is what most of you guys are going to be using when you're speaking directly into the mic. I'm using Cardioid right now, but let's change it around a little bit. Justin, shall you give me a hand here with some of this figure-8 business? It's in Cardioid now, and you shouldn't be able to hear him much over here, so go ahead and say hi.
Hi, it's me, Justin.
All right,
I'm helping with this video.
I just pulled him away from reading about D&D. It's in figure-8 now. So now you should be able to hear him a little more clearly. He's about 2.5 feet away. I'm close, so.
Hi, I'm still helping with this video. It's me, Justin. When's the last time you heard from me in a video, huh?
And last, omnidirectional. So even if he's over there in the corner, go walk around the room and say some things.
I'm over here in the corner, just like he said.
He's far away. He's like 20 feet away.
Spoken of in the prophecies. Can I touch your guitar? I'm going to touch your guitar.
All right, I've had enough of that. So let's talk about the buttons and stuff on this side. I can't see, but I know there's a monitoring right here. So there's a little switch here that allows you to do real-time monitoring. I like to keep that on if you're going to be monitoring like that. Then you have your headphone jack here, which obviously is going to be real-time, and there's your 1/4-inch jack for whatever. So as far as moving this thing around, well, we can just, tilt right here. And that's what you've got, unless you mount it onto the mic stand and put it away that way. You guys can be the judge. Let me know what you think in the comments. But as far as the features go, this is really cool. And if you're someone who's like recording a demo or something with your guitar, it can be really handy for that. I like having the line. The one thing that's a bit rough is if you're sitting here playing if you're playing an acoustic instrument, it's going to get picked up by the microphone, and it's also going to get picked up here. So some people like that. It gives you a nice microphone room ambient sound with also the input here. So that's nice for some people. Some people don't like that. The other thing is you can have your friend playing the guitar across the room, like way over there, and you can be sitting here singing like a songbird, Snoop Dogg. All right, everybody. That's the Samson G-Track Pro. Stay tuned next week when we talk about these headphones. Their wonderful sound quality and their exceptional clamping factor. All right, before you go, we're not done here yet, fellas. Be sure you get a VPN. It's very important. Very important this day and age. And private internet access is something I've been using for like 5 years. The link is in the top of the description. So use that one. We got a special deal for you guys. Like $333 a month for a VPN that's fast. And be sure to grab one of our t-shirts, one of our mice, through soliciting, because you guys are cool. And we make good things so you can have good things and everyone can be good and happy. All right, we'll see you guys next time.